Melee weapons in Call of Duty are weird. More specifically, the stigma around them. If you were to go onto Twitter and you were to hold a poll of whether people love, hate, or are indifferent towards them, it will lean more towards love and indifference. I did this myself. Where do I stand? I fucking love them. Like, I really love them. However, go into any match using a riot shield and or knife, and you'll find nothing but hatred. How do I know? Because it happened while I was getting background footage for this video.
Yes.
Why is this? Why do people hate Melee? Let's talk about it. This is all speculation. I encourage healthy discussion in the comments. There are three types of melee weapons in Call of Duty. You've got your riot shields, you've got your knives, and you've got your blunt force trauma weapons. The riot shield makes you super slow, but can block all bullets and takes 2 bashes to kill someone with. Wait, it got buffed? Well, shit. What up, bitch? Bitch! Sorry about that, getting back on track. The knives exist so you can one-shot anyone foolish enough to approach you. And with the blunt force, it makes you feel like you're beating someone's face in with an extra large dildo. As in to say, takes 2 hits to kill. I mean, you could also just cosplay the Cloaker with the Nikto skin, but...
What's left if you beat the shit out of a piece of shit? Now go to the forums and cry like the little bitch you are. It'd be good if you put up a better fight next time. Aye!
For now, I'd like to talk about the knives and the Tonfa, which is the only base game blunt force weapon, not counting gun bashing. These are more or less respectable in a lot of people's eyes. Take it back, COD players just like to fucking bitch, even when using the meta. Players are often required to have good ears to listen for approaching targets, good analysis skills to figure out who to launch an attack at first, and good map knowledge. Trust me, you can learn a lot of tricks from these players. They are also patient, sitting in random spots and waiting for someone to pass by. Either that or they're a CS player. I'll let the footage speak for itself. They may also be a little crazy. If you're going against a good knife user, make sure that volume is all the way up. And if they're using silent footsteps, keep a close eye on those corners and corpses. They may be lurking. Oh, and just as a side note, they don't care how good their stats are. They're just enjoying the high of using a melee weapon in a shooter and doing alright with it. To quote Trevor Belmont,
"Killing you was the point. Living through it was just a luxury."
or they just like pissing you off. Can you guess which one I am? Let's talk about the main stigma, riot shields. As previously stated, these can block any bullets being shot at it, and when crouching, you're essentially invincible from the front. They have infinite durability, so they can take an infinite number of rounds as long as they aren't rockets. This is circumstantial at best. Things like thermite, drill charges, semtex, possibly breacher drones if you aim them right, specific crossbow rounds, the soul render, and shock sticks, as well as the new flamethrower, are all direct counters to the riot shield. But do be careful, because it is very obvious when you're about to throw something. Do it too much, and...
Think fast, chuckle nuts! That fucking game sucks!
They may adapt. To summarize, they take 2 hits to kill with it, and it makes you super slow even when not active. So why all the hatred? I actually asked a few players about this, but it's the feeling of being rushed by a player and not being able to kill them before you die whilst having a hard time shooting them that causes some anger. However, there is another aspect to this. One quick Google search should tell you all you need to know. These things can block the user when they aren't using it, especially from the backside. Oftentimes, people will have these just to make sure they can't get shot in the back. We will talk about this in a minute. Along with this, it is the absolute opposite to Call of Duty, because it makes it so you can't shoot the player without breaking the norm. Players want to run around ripping rounds through different maps and locations, and suddenly there's this dipshit with a wall in front of them, slowly approaching. Then it becomes a game of chicken. Who breaks and gives the opportunity to the opponent? Puts both players in a situation where they're waiting for the other player to give them an opportunity, whether by calling over a teammate, seen here, or by trying to outmaneuver the user, usually via flashbangs or stun grenades. It makes you play their game. That's not something people enjoy. Let's also mention that with an overkill vest, you basically have a free back shield at all times, which people tend to abuse as set up for protection on their back. And it becomes super annoying. We call these people turtles. Hello! I've fallen victim to this before. It's not fun. It boils down to trying to approach the player with flashbangs or stuns before throwing a grenade or shooting them. Even as a Riot Shield user, I fucking hate how this plays, and I hate playing against it. I hate this less than the people who sit in hardcore TDM in one place all the time, like, get off your ass and fucking move! Stop being sweaty. This is casual. Fuck off. Sorry about that. Just had a little moment. Yes, I know there's no ranked. Shut up. Should tell you when this script was written. I'd like to bring up the fact that the Riot Shield got buffed to only being a 2-hit kill. Within this patching of Season 1, it also got nerfed, making a player 10% slower when it's not active. This is important, as this buff/nerf actually got praised by the COD community. COD community being positive. I know, right? Fucking rare. People still gonna turtle, though. Combining both the Knife Rush and Ambush with a Riot Shield allows the player to get in close, and it can be the ultimate cheese. Hence why it tends to get a lot of rage. However, you may have noticed this person, the one using the Riot Shield and Knife, has no range. Hence where part 3 of the equation comes in. Throwing knives. If you can get good with these, there is nothing you can't hit. Do be mindful of the fact that it takes forever to throw these before returning to your knife or Riot Shield. These things can kill in one shot, and they are a ton of fun to use. Do be careful though, as these things are not hit scanned, so lead your throws, make your guesses, and take your shot! Getting good with these will help you close the gap from someone you're chasing, and can allow you to get a kill you probably should not have gotten, my friend. Another thing to note, as previously mentioned, you run slower with the Riot Shield on your back, so maybe find your favorite backup gun for targets at range. Personally, I prefer a submachine gun, but honestly find what you like. However, with all of this rage-inducing shit, you'd fucking hope that people don't have a way to be any more angry. But wait, there's more! Hi, Billy Mays here with this execution. the crab! No, who stole it? He left! He left! Literally, just go behind an opponent and hold the melee button. It locks them into an animation where they are forced to watch themselves get killed. What's the catch? You can't do shit. And you can be killed during the animation. Apparently, you can also counter an execution with another execution from a teammate. However, that's only happened once, and at that point, I wouldn't even be mad, just kind of impressed. Call of Duty recently added this, the Soul Render. It is a sword that seems to have increased lunge when you hold primary fire, but it also does this. Its primary fire is an execution with its alt fire being a normal melee swing. I wonder how quickly I can get someone to get angry at me. Truth be told, I don't think this deserves the amount of hatred it gets. Does it suck to go against someone with a riot shield that is using it purely to block their back? Yeah, it does. But rather than get angry, save your energy for something more important. Or do things that annoy the user. Refer to previous parts about Semtex and Thermite. But either way, it's not worth getting mad at a video game. Channel that anger in a healthy way and move on. Negativity is usually louder than positivity. So even if you're getting dunked on by some dumbass with a riot shield, try to be positive. It could be worse. You could be getting executed by Aluka. Yeah, I'm not sorry. Oh, I just wanted to mention something before disappearing for another month or so, till my next planned upload. I'm running a charity stream on June 23rd, the second year anniversary of becoming a VTuber. However, this isn't a basic celebration. This will be a 12-hour charity stream of Celeste for my first time playing. By donating money to the research charity Alzheimer's Research UK, you can fuck with my game and lower the HP of my mental health. Okay, but on a more serious note, Alzheimer's has had a pretty personal connection to me. Recently, I saw the first-hand effects of Alzheimer's with my grandmother. For those unaware, Alzheimer's can cause memory loss, but it can also cause the inability to hold a conversation, difficulty with motor functions, such as speaking, swallowing, and walking, and responding to the environments around them. All this info is found on alzheimers.org. Please, go look it up. Visiting her revealed some semblance and showed me the horrors of it, with my grandma forgetting things told to her in less than 5 minutes, barely being able to walk, even with a walker to help her, and later found out she forgot who even her children were. I want to use my platform to try and contribute to an effort to make it so others don't have to endure the same with their family. Hence, using crowd control, I will attempt to beat Celeste as many times as I can on June 23rd, whilst also having to contend with chat pulling slick shit to get me killed. Whilst any money used in said fucking playthroughs will go to Alzheimer's Research UK, and every death will be worth $1, which I will add to my donation at the end of the stream, capping out at 500 deaths. I hope to see you there.